Okay, I know this video is kind of out of nowhere, but I really want to talk about this. I went to my first concert the other day. It was the Auto concert, in Toronto on her Habana tour, and oh my gosh, I understand. I get it now. I get it now. The I understand the appeal of concerts now, because like it's one thing to listen to someone like a musician's music, like in your room or like through your headphones, but it's another thing to like be at the concert and like watch them perform live and like hear their voice like soaring through the concert area, like going through your body, bro. Like holy moly. Now I just want to make it clear that I absolutely adore auto songs, and so I wanted to make sure that I was on my best behavior going into this concert. I I don't know how I was supposed to act as like a person watching, but like everyone was like screaming and shit. So like I screamed and shouted so much until my vocal cords burst, bro. I'm usually a very quiet person, but that is the most I have ever like made noise in my life. And I guess that makes sense, right? Like at a concert, like it's one of the only times that you can like be loud, like in a public space, without in like a very safe space where everyone's doing the same thing. I think that's kind of cool. I was sitting right like at the corner of the stadium, so like right next to the speaker. So my ears got like the full blast of the noise. And I mean I'm fine. I didn't get any like permanent damage. But like I was kind of scared, like holy shit. my ears slowly started getting like it felt like they were like full of cotton. But yeah, like an hour later after the concert it got better, so it's fine. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I just wanted to talk about this because like it's this concert, the auto concert. It's just so cool. It's just so awesome. Like okay, like you see stuff like this. You go experience these things like in your life, and you kind of like think to yourself like, how can you not be inspired with all these inspirational things in like in the world? Like Otto is not much older than I am. Like she's low key kind of young, and like her voice is still reaching all of these people across the world. She went from Japan to Toronto, bro. Like okay. She said during the concert that like I like Toronto's winter. I would like to come here again. And then I was thinking like I don't think Toronto is that good of a place. To be fair, I don't think Toronto is that cool. Like even recently there was like news of like the air pollution in Toronto being like really bad, and I'm like I don't know why you would want to come back here, but although I suppose there's an argument that maybe it's because of the fact that I'm from this place that I think Toronto is not that very interesting. Like maybe people from Japan, like Otto, like to visit or think Toronto is cooler than I think it is, because the culture in Toronto and like all the stuff in Toronto is so different than in Japan. Maybe I suppose the difference of culture is what makes Toronto so interesting to Otto, that she would want to go far as to say that she wants to go back here. But whatever the case, I just think how cool it is that Otto is trying to use music to bring a little bit of joy to everyone's life around the world, regardless of whether they can understand her or not. Maybe I'm just being like overly dramatic, but with all these inspirational things in the world, how can you not be inspired? That's my thought. And then after the concert, or during the concert, right? She said some stuff about like how she like started singing by herself in a room and all that stuff. And she mentioned very specifically that she felt very alone during the time where she sang to herself. And her point was that it is okay to be alone. She said that in her very broken English. I think that this is one of the most impactful things she did during the concert under her singing. I would say that most of her audience is young adults, maybe people around her age, who are all possibly going through similar things in their lives. And I would argue that a lot of those people look up to her. I think that's a fair thing to say. So for her to tell the entire stadium that life will get better, despite how bad it could feel at the moment, I think it's my favorite part of the concert, even more than the singing. And I would argue that she's not just saying this, that she's being genuine, because she indeed started singing at a very young age, and would know wholeheartedly the struggles during the stage of young adulthood. I just think she is so cool for saying something like this. But yeah, I think the concert was a worthwhile experience. If you ever encounter like a musician or an artist doing like a live performance in a place easily accessible to you, I think it is worth checking out. Especially if you're like never been to one of those things before, like me. This is my first concert. I think it is worth seeing if you enjoy this kind of thing or not. At least once. You gotta try it at least once. So yeah, I really just wanted to gush about this auto concert. I'm not gonna lie, but thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe, and make sure to check out Auto's music.